Well, welcome. You may have heard some sour notes in there. I just realized the intonation on this is a bit off, up high. We can hit a G note up here. Yeah. A bit off when I get up high here. I need to adjust the neck or something here. And maybe the bridge. But I haven't played it much. I'm looking at a Fender Mustang. I can't tell you the color. I mean, it's kind of a greenish color with a mint green pickguard. And these were before the Player Series. Back about 2 or 3 years ago I got this. The Player Series version right now is $600 and some. This was $700 and some back, yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. Fender Mustang bass. It's actually the bass of my youth. I played probably about whenever they came out, 66, prior to the Racing Stripes. I think in 68 they came out with it with Racing Stripes. And in 66 I played one. I always played short scale basses. So now I kind of question if I didn't have arthritis even in my youth a little bit. Because they just felt so much more comfortable, and if I played like my brother's jazz bass for a whole night on a gig, I would be crippled for 2 days, you know, because it had a big, huge, long neck. The main difference between this and the one I had, of course, is that this has 2 pickups set up in here. So, and this is more like the original P-bass pickup, I think, as I recall. Let's look at a picture of me playing my original Mustang bass right here. And it just had 1 pickup, a very trebly sounding bass back in the day. With 2 pickups, of course, you can get away with a lot more. And it has a great tonality, actually, to it, I think. I'm running it through the Pod Go and an Ampeg B15 sim into... I didn't have any of my bass amps. My bass amps are all real small, and they're in storage. So I didn't have one of them available. I didn't go down and get them. So... I'm just running it through the Champ 20 at really low volumes, which is fine. This low E string, I mean, I may need to replace these strings even. It's just got a warbly, sort of a warbly sound. Show you the headstock. Yes, I haven't even taken the plastic off the tuning keys yet. Always an odd looking bass to me. Big, huge headstock on a really small body. And the 2 things they just looked, I always thought if they put a Mustang head, no, not a Mustang, but like a Telecaster bass head on here, it would look so much cooler. But with 2 pickups, you got the 3-way position, and we can, there it is in the bridge pickup. Still sounds very good. In the middle position with both pickups. Rusty. Anyway, that's in the middle position, and in the neck, I guess you could call it a neck pickup. It's more like a center pickup in the center, which I like. I like it kind of in that center position because on, you know, like a friend of mine had a Gibson EB, not an EBO, EB3, is that what they were called, with 2 humbuckers. And you could never use, the humbucker up here was right up on the neck, and you could never use it because it just really sounded muddy. And if you played that, a lot of bands used those back, well, I think Jack Bruce, he played, I think, exclusively on the treble pickup, on the bridge pickup, I suspect. I don't know, I could be wrong. Yeah, and Chris White with the Zombies, when you went to that neck position, now you might have gotten away with the middle position, I don't know, but when you went to that neck position, things got really muddy on the Gibsons. I still love those SG type basses from the Gibsons though. Would love to have one. In the neck, back to the bridge, from the neck to the bridge. In the bridge, back to the neck. You can really tell a big difference in the tone. 30-inch scale instead of the normal bass scale, 34 inches. And so with having the two pickups, I got to do some work. I got to re-intonate this because it's really out. It doesn't like some of the notes up here. It also has a 9.5-inch radius for a bass neck. I think that might be pretty small radius. To my memory, it feels, I think, about like what my Mustang did, my original Mustang, but I could be off on that. And the 30-inch scale, I like. So all my basses remind me of something I had in my youth. I had a Clyra, K-L-I-R-A bass, which was a Beetle bass. A violin-shaped bass, but it was a true hollow body. It had F-holes, and if you did it just right, you could, for the 60s, you could get controlled feedback, and if you didn't do it just right, you got uncontrolled feedback, and a lot of it. You couldn't just turn around and aim towards your amp, or things would just start howling. So, yeah, I still got the tags on it. It says it's a J bass. The tags, I think they put the wrong one. It's a J bass electric bass, or they were looking at that it has a J bass style of pickup or something. So I don't know. But it's a great plain bass. I just need to set it up a little bit. And then, so I still have I bought one of those cheap Hofner basses, which are actually not bad. One of the imported Hofners, so I could have a Beetle bass. And then I bought that Gretsch bass, and I did a video on that one already, somewhere up here. And that reminded me of my very first bass, my called the Framus. It has a neck very similar to the Framus Strato bass. And I'll find a picture of a Strato bass and put it up here as well. So anyway, that's it for the Fender Mustang. I can't tell you anything else, I don't think. Oh, tone control. It's going to be hard through the champ. It gets, of course, it's in the neck pickup. Not bad. It cuts volume though when you go all the way back to the muted, turn the tone all the way down. I can hear my finger clicking on the string and coming through the amp. When I turn that tone all the way up, I can't hear my finger now. So the tone control actually works, and it's lots of variation in there. That's cool. That's very cool. And the volume. So, you know, Fender did right on the tone controls on this one. There's lots more ability to kind of move things about and get different tonal qualities out of it with the two pickups and a good tone control. So that's it for the Fender Mustang bass from about 3 years ago, made in Mexico. And if you come across one used at a reasonable price and you want something like this, I think it would be a good deal. It would be a good deal. So until I see you again, feel free to subscribe. Give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down. If I forgot something, ask me, and we'll try to figure it out. 30-inch scale, 9.5-inch radius. How many frets are there? There's 12, there's 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 19 frets, that's right.